It's meant to be like that, though. Yeah. It's a fucking boss rush game. Like, and the running guns are not meant to actually be that well played.
I played every route in Undertale today, not that hard though.
The one thing that a lot of people don't like about the Cuphead game is that it's just the multiplayer is just tacked on there. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, you can play multiplayer, but it is very tacked on there with
It's hard, yes, but I don't rage like most people I found out. I usually get a bit pissed, but not in a throw the controller.
mm, that game will fucking destroy me. I will hate it by the end. To be fair, like I said though, compared to a lot of games, there's just gonna be like the one thing that I try being careful with modern games is just being so annoyed at it and like blaming the game because like the irony is modern games are just a lot better than games that I grew up with, because a lot of times when there's games that I grew up with, there's always gonna be that one bullshit.
For me, TBH.
There's gonna be like some bullshit mechanics or some bullshit thing that exists with like what it called with like with games that I grew up with, because they weren't really entirely structured that well. I mean, they were structured well, but not like so well that you don't have what do I call it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, it's not structured so fucking, or it's structured like so, how do you say it? Yeah, they're just structured so poorly that genuinely, uh, not poorly, but they're, how do I say this? They're good, but they're not like, but they're still like the problems that like arcade games had in those older games, like in the 90s and 2000s. Like I said, with Crash Bandicoot, I love Crash Bandicoot to death, right? It is one of my favorite games. But I fucking. All right, you have good night, Fox McDougald. But I will never play it again after I already played all the games once, because they are so rage inducing. The third game's okay, but the third game's fine. But the first and second one are so fucking. Yeah, are so fucking rage inducing. They're like, the platforming is so like, not just the platforming, but like there's like, the platforming is fine, right? But then it's like there's just some random bullshit that happens. No. No, we're not gambling again. For the respect of Super Chefs, to be honest. Um I don't can I never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, can I stream in a casino? Let me actually see. Hold on.
I got hydrate earlier.
Is it on? Is it? Because I actually could bring my phone with me on bring my phone with me on like a day that I go to the casino and stream it, and you guys can watch me lose. Hold on. Let's see. If I lose, I don't ever lose, but maybe there's a first time for everything, and it will be for content, so it'll be way more funny. Let's see. Is it against Twitch TOS to stream at a casino? Let's see here. Let's see. Streaming from a casino is allowed on Twitch only if the gambling activity itself is legal where you are, and you follow Twitch rules, such as showing more than 30 minutes of consecutive real money gambling gameplay and using a mature content warning with age verification. Okay.
Alabama made casinos banned, but there is casinos in the Indian Territory.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, yeah. Gambling is kind of, there's three things that you can't really get rid of because people will just create a black market for it. Gambling, alcohol, and porn. It like the main three things that you will just always do. Like, or will always like, is never a good idea to censor, because like the problem is when you do that, you create a black market, and the black market is even worse and more unsafe than, is even bigger and more unsafe than the how you say it, than what do I call it? Yeah, they're worse and more unsafe than the actual you know, than actually just having it be legal, right? Because to be fair, yes, I get the idea that it's like, yeah, well, people are gambling their money away and they're like losing it, right? Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it's probably good that it's not banned because, like, at the same time, like, especially in a state that I live in, it's probably good to have that because, like, because to be honest, like, how do I say this? If people start, like, when people lose their money, like, a lot, right? It's just like people will get pissed and rage and annoyed and yeah, exactly. They'll get angry and pissed and annoyed. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still gonna be some of those people, but there'll be people that'll be angry and pissed and annoyed and like and just like and really fucking hate gambling. Like if people go to a casino, right? And because it's legal, you could literally go there and then you could be like and you'd be like, God man, yeah, it's like God, like and you just like and you know, you put your money into a slot machine or especially a slot machine, maybe like, you know, blackjack or like again craps or baccarat is a little different, but if let's say, you know, most people go to the casino, put it in a slot machine, and then be like, and then they'll lose all their fucking money, and they'll be like, God, fuck this, God, I fucking hate it, this sucks, I fucking hate it. Like they'll be annoyed. Most of the time, you'll be pissed, you'll be annoyed. You like spend like you put like $100 in because most people like put $100, right? That's how the casino kind of really gets you. As the people like put in $100 and then they'll lose all of it, and then be so pissed because they could have gone and done something else with $100, right? Because that's the thing is there's still other things you can do with $100, right? Like, you know, you could go to the bar and like you go to the bar, like I said, there's like a karaoke night, you could go to bowling for like you could have multiple rounds of bowling, you know. You can I'm sorry, Bikes and Trikes, we're just not doing that anymore. I apologize. You could go bowling. I don't know exactly what we could, I don't know, I could probably add something that typically happens, but you guys would have to like give me suggestions on that. You know, you have to go bowling, you'd have to like what do you call it? Yeah, you like you could go bowling, you could go to the bar, you could go to karaoke like I do. I always go to karaoke night. And not all the time, but sometimes I'll go to karaoke night on like Mondays, you know, like at least once a month. And then you know, you can like, you know, you could get a fucking like sodas here, like you know, you could get like a Polar Pop for $1. You know, you could get a fucking like a dollar large soda from like a gas station for $1. You know, it's like, you know, you could get like several like, you know, you could buy like a nice dinner for like for two people for like $100, right? Like it. The casino will piss 90%, 99.9% of people off. You don't want, like, nobody, you shouldn't go there. That's the irony. And and the reason why is because it's not like under this black market and you have to do all this extra shit to be able to do it. It doesn't really feel as eventful unless you go with friends. And that's the difference. I go to casino with people. I go with friends. I know there's a chance I'm going to lose my money. I don't, but let's say I do. I am at least getting something out of the casino, hence the reason why I return there every few weeks or so, right? Because I go with friends a lot of times, right? I don't go there just to gamble and then be a loser and leave, right? You know, it's stupid, right? Like you don't, like you're,
can't stop winning.
No, I can't, but that is true. But again, it will happen eventually. Like I said, it will happen eventually. But the difference is it doesn't really matter. That's the irony. Even if I lose money there, I expect to lose money there, right? Like I said, I go with people, right? Like I said, I mean, you know that one fucking video we watched with what do you call it? That one video we watched with the Papa Meat, where he like with, you know, Meat Canyon, where he went with his friend, or he went with his, not his friend, but he went with his editor, and they were like laughing and having all fun and fucking around and shit. That's the point. That's the reason why you go to the casino. You don't go by yourself. Don't go with friends. You know, you're gonna lose money anyway. Go with people. Genuinely, I go there all the time, and I go there like I go there like every 2 weeks with friends, and we just talk. Unless I'm going to karaoke night. If it's karaoke night, then it's different, right? But Like, if I go to like the karaoke bar, because that's a different place, right?
YouTube link. Wonder what's on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it real quick. Um, yeah, I mean, genuinely, like, it's fun, it's fun with people, but just don't go by yourself. It's really bizarre when you do that. So, but I have
Link.
a ton of drop frames again. Why? Why do I have drop frames? Why are my frames dropping? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, just, go with people. It's fun. It's fun with people. Again, with people. Don't go by yourself. Like I said, just don't go by yourself. Like this is a huge warning. Don't go to the casino on your own. Go with people. Why are my frames going up? Okay, they're dropping slightly. Okay, and I can't load up Twitch now.
No Gimba.
I can't go to is my stream gonna crash again? Okay. I definitely got the wrong wire. I got a Cat 5 wire instead of a Cat 6 wire, and the Cat 5 wire doesn't really like work that well. It's kind of giving me trouble when it comes to streaming. Like things just are loading really slowly. It's really annoying me. Really don't care for it.
What wires are you talking about?
No, I have a Ethernet cable that's connected directly to my internet box, but the problem is my internet router, and the problem is it's a Cat 5 cable instead of a Cat 6 like I previously had. So now it's like, so it just kind of sucks. It's just really hard to do anything. Jesus Christ. All right. Like nothing's loading. Like I'm
Have
on
you heard of Count Binface?
Count Bit. Yes, I have. The guy that I did. There was I think I told you guys about the guy, but I don't know if everybody was here during that. But yeah, the guy that was like basically like how you say it? I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a how you say it? There was a freaking like I know the reason why is because it was like this one politician was like going to run for some position in his state. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, where he was gonna run for like or not his state, but I guess in his region, like his district or something, and or a city. I don't know. But apparently it is really funny because I what happened is that, one of the politicians are kind of like super popular, right? That basically is kind of very like the equivalent of like conservatives here. Like that guy is like there's one of the people that are super popular there. So basically all of the other politicians
60p. That's awesome insane.
oh god. Yeah, like all the other politicians were basically like how do I say it? Okay, here. I'm gonna here we go. I'm gonna draw a chart again. Get ready for color drawing a chart. So basically, hold on. So basically, like how it started was hold on. How it started was there was like a bunch of candidates running for like this city, right? I don't know if it's gonna tell people about this, but I don't think so. But let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay. Sorry, I know exactly the guy you're talking about, but a little background behind this guy is really funny. I'm glad that one of you guys sent me this because now I'm gonna actually talk about it. So there was like a bunch of candidates running for like this specific like district, right? I don't know if it was district or region or city or what it was, but basically, out of all of the people, there was one guy that was like really popular, right? There was like one guy that was just like crazy popular, right? One of the politicians. He's basically like think about him that has like the same kind of like populate or like the popularity of like what like Trump had, right? He's basically that version, right? He's like the populist, like he's the populist conservative guy equivalency in the UK, right? That kind of guy, right? So now, basically, because all these people basically, so he started like running his campaign throughout his whole area, right? And he ended up like being like super popular amongst like those specific types of residents, right? The super like conservative, right wing, the politics is flipped there. So left is right and right is left, but we'll just, it's the equivalency of the alt right wing conservative, very like terrible politicians, like very like extremist politicians. There, that's essentially what like one of their politicians is basically the equivalency of that. Like it's the UK equivalency of Trump, right? So basically, because this guy ran, a bunch of other a bunch of other people. Yeah, I know. It's probably dropped a lot and I apologize. There was like a bunch of people that basically like ended up try like competing against him, right? But a lot of people recognize, since we've seen this song and dance before, because unfortunately because of our current president. All right, I'm glad to hear it, Kabeko. I hope what do you call it? Welcome back, I guess, quote unquote. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations on not being grounded anymore, I guess. Yeah, so basically he was the equivalent of our current president, right? Like, I mean, not now, but I guess when he was first popular. Like, he's like 2016 popular Trump, right? Peak popularity, peak like heavy conservative extremist QAnon, all those types of fuckers that love this guy, right? So basically, since all the other politicians saw this song and dance before, right? Basically everybody else dropped out. And essentially the only like everybody else basically dropped out of it, right? Because they've seen this before. And the only person left now is Count Binface.
Will you play Isaac with me or not?
Maybe in the, like I said, I know I said I was gonna do it this Monday, but but you weren't here, so I couldn't really do that. Sorry. Maybe next week, but again, I have to purchase Isaac, I think, or maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll probably do it one stream, I guess. That's a hard maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm talking about something else right now, and then I'll move on to that, Kabeko. Yeah, so basically, what ended up happening is all the people that were originally going to vote against, gonna vote against this, what do you call it? Against this other politician that's, really popular. He was probably going to win because, sadly, he has a cult following. Yeah.
The craziest thing is that he is winning.
Is he winning? Really? Damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, he's got, are you talking about the other politician or Count Binface? So basically, this guy, the Trump equivalency, had this huge following and he was definitely going to win, right? But now, ever since these other people dropped out now, basically Count Binface has all of their votes. So now, basically the reason why the people that are going to be voting against this other, Binface, yeah, exactly. That's the thing, yeah, because all these people are voting, all the people that were voting against this guy, this other guy, basically is what do I call it? All the people that are voting against this other guy are now, voting for Count Binface. All of these people right here that were voting against this dude is now voting against this guy. I know that I'm drawing a lot of arrows, are voting for Count Binface. It's insane, and it's really, really funny because I didn't know that Count Binface would win. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Basically, this is kind of a genius idea because they've seen this before, right?
Count Binface is an RLSH.
I mean, he might be. I don't know. I think he's more of an RLSV versus an RLSH because he dresses like a sci-fi villain. So I think he's more trying to be an RLSV person. But you know, either or. So genuinely, it is very interesting because people don't recognize that or it is very funny because it is kind of interesting that the UK politicians are learn that, right? They learn that it's hey, Like, we're not going to be able to beat somebody that was like, the UK version of Trump, right? Because this guy just is. He like this other, not Binface, but the other guy, the other politician is just similar, or like is similar to like the popularity of Trump. So obviously they don't want a Trump in like political power. So of course Count Bin.
Also fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I bet he is. I bet he's a huge troll. I've seen clips of him. He's genuinely like really funny. And I do like it would be very good to see him win, honestly, because I'm like, I think that is a genius move. I think it is a smart move that all the other politicians dropped out and all the people that were going to vote against the other guy now vote for Count Binface, and Count Binface will just win. I think that is so smart because, like, let's be honest, like, what were the consequences of Trump becoming president in 2016, right? Like, it's like, sure, he didn't do much in 2016, like in his first term, right? But in his second term, obviously you see he's doing fuck all, and he's like genuinely just sucking the dick of billionaires. It's awful. So it's like, genuinely, I think that they're making the right decision. They're making sure that they don't have another Trump. And I think that is so smart. That is so fucking smart. That is the most intelligent thing you can do. Genuinely. Don't even let him get to a higher position. Let him be in a lower position. Like, like cut him off in a lower position, right? It's smart as hell, and I think that should continue, right? Like, genuinely, I think
they're gonna find rig it before he wins.
They're gonna find a way to rig it before he wins. I mean, maybe.
The reason the other guy would have won was because many other people would vote many politicians.
Let's see. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. That's exactly what I just said, Omsk. That's exactly what I said. All of the yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of the people that were like, that's what I'm saying. All the people that were originally not like, were going to vote for the other politicians dropped out and didn't want to vote for that other guy, and now it's just basically Count Binface is able to hold all of the voters that are basically that don't want the other guy to win. And that is so fucking smart. Like I said, that is so smart. That is so smart. I think that it was the best decision they made, because genuinely now, like, Count Binface can just win. It sounds crazy, but
I'm at 4 volumes since it's 1 a.m.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, no, I think that is so intelligent. I think it is a good idea because here's the thing. Is Count Binface probably going to do much in his, like, power? Probably not. But let's be honest. I think because he's also just a dude and just a guy, I genuinely don't think I think that it's just nice to have politics just chill for a moment. Maybe it's just nice because it shows the other fucking, like, ultra conservative, ultra right wing extremist politician, like the other guy, right? Not Binface, but the other guy. I don't even remember the other guy's name, but that other, the other politician, it shows them that they're just going to like, people will just counter him then. By that point, people will just counter people like that, because, like, people have learned from the US. Why have a politician that is as bad as, like, why have a politician that's as bad as, like, our current administration? Why would we have that? Why would they have that, right? It's a good idea, genuinely. We have checks and balances here, so to be fair, it's just more we have to vote for good Senate, good mayors, you have to vote for good city council, then you have to vote for good Senate, then you have to vote for, or not good Senate, you have to vote for a good mayor, then you have to vote for a good then a good senator, then a good representative, then a good, like, then a what do I call it, yeah, then obviously is president after that, right? But, like, there's multiple tiers here, and somehow, like, we all just, like, fucked it up. To be fair. So it's like, and this is the problem, it's because of one guy, right? But, like, it's a smart idea to just not just split everybody up, or it's a smart idea for now to just counter, let's be honest, probably a Nazi. I don't know if that other guy is a Nazi, but he probably will be. Let's be honest. If he follows the same path as our current president and our current leadership, why wouldn't he? Let's be honest, why wouldn't
Funny
he?
thing you probably heard already. The USS Office of Management and Budget sent a request to drop NASA's budget to Congress. Congress refused, then OMB tried again and failed again.
Let's see. So funny thing, probably heard already. The U.S. Office of Management and Budget sent a request to drop NASA's budget to Congress. What? Okay. Refused, then OMB tried again and failed again. Yeah, God, what? Okay. That's just so stupid.
Are any of you up to expose some scam Discord servers?
Are any of you up to expose some scam Discord servers? What do you mean expose? I don't really have that kind of influence, to be honest. Yeah, alright. Let's listen to Count Bin Face now. Oops. Volume's off. Hold on. Let's go listen to Count Bin Face.
Oh my goodness. A man with a
OMB is an
bin on his
executive branch
head.
member. Just more shit to add to the current administration's bucket.
Oh, yeah. I do actually recognize this as well. It is very funny because, like, how do I say this? This is the best troll that anyone can honestly do. This guy, like, is genuinely, like, an inspiration to all trolls out there. Count Binface is a good, like, representation of what a good troll is. And he is genuinely, like, one of the better, like, it is very funny that we're going to have a troll, or, like, not we, but the UK is going to have a troll as, like, as one of their politicians. It is very, very funny, but I think that's great at the same time, so.
And it's not the Tory candidate. Looks like something out of Star Wars. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I better,
To talk to him,
no,
John.
I'm going to
Let's
hand you
count
back to. I'm
Boneface.
going to. Ah. Oh right. Okay.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah. Go on then.
Go on then, right, on to the nation.
Who are you?
He knew exactly what to do there, too. God. A round of applause.
I mean, I'm with them, so they should I can report them.
I mean, just messing with them so I can report for. I mean, I guess, but you have to recognize a lot of those scam Discord servers, they use your
Okay, I'm
IP.
back. I just ate watermelon for breakfast, so I my stomach
They'll,
did not
like-
have nuclear reactor, no
they'll,
more
like-
FAO. I swear the
they'll-
noises were loud and I hate them.
They'll like yoink your IP address and like
Vote for garbage or vote for the bin.
vote for garbage or vote for the bin. Is that his catchphrase? No shit, really? That is a genius catchphrase. If he is running off of that, that is fucking genius. Oh my god, this man is great. Oh my god, I fucking love this guy. Hell yeah. I don't know. Imagine he's like a girl. No, that would be crazy. Now that would be genuinely crazy if it was just like a dude or if it was a lady. But I don't think that's gonna be the case. But that would be really, really funny. If he just like revealed himself, he's like, haha, I'm a woman. No, I'm joking. That would be crazy, but I don't know. Or not. I don't know. Who cares? To be honest.
Not that I know of, but it's a good one.
That is a good catchphrase. He really should use that. Alright. Anyway. Let's see. I just ate watermelon for breakfast, so my stomach ate a nuclear reactor. That is fair.
Windows, MFI use Ubuntu. I got another small PC and it uses Raspberry Pi OS brother all Linux.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe bikes and trikes. I don't know. I don't know, like, I mean, to be fair, I guess, you know, I got a fucking piece on me, so it's not like I don't deal with, like, fucking stalkers enough, but, you know, I don't know, maybe. I would have to figure out what I'm gonna have to troll them with, though, if I'm gonna do some trolling, you know? It just depends on what I need to troll them with. Apparently some scam Discord server. I don't know. I just have to figure out what I'm trolling them with, so.
Who are you?
My name, what kind of journalist is this? You don't know? Have a look.
I've got my list here.
Burnham.
No, I realise that. Oh, you're Count Binface, yeah?
There you go. You did go to journalism school. Excellent. Yes,
A long time ago.
I beg your pardon?
I said a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, I wouldn't have known.
You did go to journalism school. That is really funny.
Why
Twenty-
are you standing in this Count Binface, yeah?
There you go. You did go to journalism school. Excellent. Yes,
A
I
long time
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
I beg your pardon?
I said a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, I wouldn't have known.
Why?
Look, 20
why-
He's so. The very funny thing is that he's like super fucking British. They're newbies? What do you mean, newbies? Newbies about what? I think it is really funny that, like, yeah, I don't know. Shit, I lost what I was gonna say, but. No, this is genuinely just like. Also, 2.6k people really watching the news. I'm kind of surprised that so little people were kind of watching the news, to be honest. I guess, to be fair, there's not a lot to watch live, I guess. Just a fuckload of old people, but that is kind of low for...
I'm uploading the MF Super Mario Wonder NSP file onto my Casa OS server thingy, so yeah. Nintendo's gonna be as pissed as Benson from regular show LMFAO.
What do you mean the scammers are newbies? How so?
Why are you standing in this?
I beg your pardon?
I said a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, I wouldn't have known.
Why,
Look, 20
why are you standing in this
He was about to compliment him, too. He said I wouldn't have known, but yeah.
Just a stunt?
It's A, because it's happening. B, I was at a loose end. C, because I believe elected mayors should serve out their terms before they're eligible to stand for parliament.
Damn. Wait, what did he say? Hold on.
Because I believe elected.
Hold on, what did he say?
Because it's happening.
Hold on.
Why,
Look, 20
why are you standing in this election? Just a stunt?
It's A, because it's happening.
A, because it's happening. That is such a, like, that is a fucking great fucking quote right there. Why are you standing in this election? A, because it's happening.
B, I was at a loose end.
B, I was at a loose end. I'm not sure what he said I was at a loose end for. I'm not sure what he means by that, but yeah.
C, because I believe elected mayors should serve out their terms before they're
Okay, so he is running for mayor. Okay. That's completely fair.
eligible to stand for parliament.
Oh, you've made a
Damn.
sensible serious political point there.
Well, no, you're supposed to be impartial, mate. So,
You're supposed to be...
LMFAO. Even my mom doesn't care I did blatant piracy. She herself used to play Super Mario when she was a
Oh
kid.
my god,
She's mom TBA
that
LMFAO.
is fucking hilarious. He was like, oh yeah, look, you made a sensible decision, and then and then he's like, no, you're supposed to be doing, like, you know, unbiased journalism here.
Give me 5.
That is so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit, what a fucking G, dude, what a G. He's like, wow, that's such a sensible thing to say. And then he's like, well, hey, you're not supposed to be kind of like complimenting me. You're supposed to be like a little impartial, you know?
He'll clean up the garbage.
Vote for the bit. Yeah, legitimately, dude.
let me carry
That is
on.
so...
I'm going to rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool Road. I'll price
Re-traffic the liver rights?
cap Wicken kebabs at
Wait, hold on. What is he saying? Hold on, wait, what did he say? Hold on.
£2. I'm going to rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool. Supposed to be impartial, mate.
Hold on,
So,
let's see.
Let me carry on. I'm going to rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool
Rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool.
Road.
5 Docker containers. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Does that mean that he's probably gonna make traffic more efficient? That's actually genuinely a good thing. Like,
Price cap Wicken kebabs at £2.
that is fucking, you know what? I genuinely think he'll actually be able to do, like, it's so funny because I'm like, I didn't even think about this. I didn't think he actually could genuinely have, like, some things that he might be able to actually do, to be honest, now that I think about it. Because I mean, to be fair, he's not, like, trying to be serious about this, so I guess, to be fair, I guess somewhat, like, some of the goofy things he could do, he would actually be able to do. I don't know how to explain it, but he would actually genuinely probably be, I don't know, that's such like an achievable thing so far. Hold on, let me see.
I'll make cyclists who disobey the highway code have to ride unicycles instead.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god.
Strikes. Assembly required. Links warning.
Apparently,
He has a wife and 2 kids. His wiki article seems cool.
he has a wife and 2 kids. That is hilarious. Oh my god. I love the fact that he's also like, I can't imagine. That is such a weirdly funny thing to do. The fact he's God, put all the people that disrespect the cycling laws have to ride unicycles. I would genuinely
This makes sense,
love.
cool guy.
I would love to see that shit. Hey, you violated the law, so here's a ticket, and you have to ride a unicycle until you actually like pay off your ticket. That is really fucking funny to think about. Just like seeing all the unicycles like riding across on the bike lane.
Cool guy.
Oh my god,
Free.
that is so fucking funny. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking hilarious.
And I will turn HS2 into FFS1 and reroute it.
HS2 into FFS1? Hold on. What is HS2? Hold on. HS2 into FFS1. HS2. What is HS2? Oh. High speed railway under construction. Into FFS1. Oh shit, okay, I'll stretch. What did you just redeem 2 of those? What else did you just redeem? Okay. Also, congrats, you feel or well, you're not hydrated. You just kinda, you just kinda disintegrate the freaking, the water, Omsk. FFS? What do you say again? FFS... FFS1? What is FFS1? Oops, that's an exclamation point. FFS1. Let's see
I
here.
got hydrated.
What is FFS1? Because it's a high-speed railway to... What? What is FFS1? That's kind of crazy, though. Not really. Just kind of disintegrated it, but sure, we'll say what you do. Hold on. Congrats, bikes and trikes. You feel you're hydrated. How do you feel? You let's see. Dun dun. Okay, now you're just extra hydrated. You're hydrated plus. Congratulations. And now you've upgraded to hydrated copper. Like this goes like up in tiers. You go from like you're at the plus tier, and now you're at the copper tier of hydration. There's still 2 other tiers, but we'll get there when we get there, I guess. Or there's 3 other tiers, my bad. FFS1 refers to the API 579-1 ASME.
Repentance.
I'm stretching right.
Hydrated.
Don't worry, I'm stretching right now. Let's see. FFS1, a joint standard by the American Petroleum Institute as an ASME that provides fitness for service assessments, procedures, pressurized equipment like vessels, piping, and tanks to determine safe continue operation despite damaging or aging? What? Hold on. FFS1 refers to API 57. Oh my god, I don't know what any of these mean. A joint standard by the American Petroleum Institute and ASME that provides fitness for service. Assessment procedures for... What does any of this mean? What does this mean? Hold on, what is this?
Anyway, yo color. Gotta ask something.
Yeah, go ahead. What does any of this mean? What the hell is FFS? Like, I'm so confused. Time-dependent damage at high temperatures. What are these things? What the fuck? Fitness for service. Impression equipment integrity. So... Fee for service. What? Let's see. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What? Oh my god, I'm
You should
so...
make actual badges for hydrate.
I should make actual badges for Hydrate? I don't know how to.
If I finish that Prado again head, do I just cram an NVIDIA Jetson, Gen AI local BS, good for a Vision or SMTH, or would it rather be good as a thing that just does the thing it does?
It's a standard... So it's just a motor? Is it a gas motor? Or what the fuck is an FFS1 motor? What is that? I'm so confused. I'm like like it's apparently like an American thing, but what does it mean? Flex fuel sensor. Oh. What does it do? Hold on. What does an FS motor do? What does an FS1 motor do? This is such a weird thing that like such a weird vague thing. It's in race cars. Okay. Designed to provide accurate fuel composition readings for select Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. Ew. So ethanol content in fuel and mixture. So it's for cars. I don't know. That's kind of genuinely like kind of going backwards, isn't it? Because
Or what?
he,
Would it be good as a robotic 3D printed torso and stuff? Like a small robot thing.
I don't know. It's so weird because he's talking about like I guess car infrastructure, but ooh, I don't know if I would like that because he's talking about going from public transit to like a car infrastructure. I don't know if that actually is a little bit concerning to be honest, but maybe I'm thinking about this wrong to be honest. I don't know, but
Not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm perfectly. Although we are past the watershed, but don't worry, I'm a firm.
No. We don't want you swearing,
I
please.
promise
we are past the watershed. We don't want you swearing. Please don't swear. Sure.
I won't. I'm a good boy. And
I'm a
but
good
I'm going
boy.
to reroute it through rail executives' homes. I'm going to build at least one affordable.
Hold on, what? Hold on. Let me see.
And no, but I'm going to reroute it
Car,
through rail
everybody want to be a
executives' homes.
superstar. Have a lot of money.
Be
and drive fancy
rooted
cars.
through rail executives' hopes. That is
Make a
got.
bet for if Binface will say so.
Does he usually say soap? Sure. You know what? Fine. Well, you guys want gambling so much. Well, Binface say soap. I don't know if anybody else is going to freaking do this with you, but sure. Slash, slash poll? No. Slash, fuck is the gambling one again? How the fuck do I do it again? Oh, is it slash prediction? Is that what it is? Prediction. There it is. All right.
Color. Did you see the question I asked?
I did not. Let's see. What was it?
AI.
Go ahead and ask the question real quick. Thin
Yeah.
face, say soap. Yes and no. And we'll do this for a minute. Start prediction. Got it. All right.
I'm wanting to make a game, but it'll make a prototype on Scratch.
I see. Well, I wish you the best. Oh yeah. I also tried to look up how to like mod Mario characters. I'm dropping so many frames. Why? Why am I dropping frames? I'm dropping
AI robot BS shit that moves and is as mute as Gordon Freeman or not.
I am dropping 16,000 frames. Why? Why am I dropping so many frames? What is going on? There we go. Jesus Christ. I'm just dropping a shitload of frames for no reason. Oh, I have a fucking... I fill more up and shit. Okay, maybe you'll stop. Why am I dropping so many frames? What is going on? She's needed. What's
Can
action?
you take a look at art for a second? I want feedback on my idea if possible.
Sure, why not? Why am I dropping frames? God, I really, really need to connect to like my computer to like how do you say it? Hold on device.
Yeah. 53 to 47% with yes with slightly more.
Hey, here we go.
Homes. I'm going to build at least one affordable house. I mean, I could go on. What's Andy said he's going to do?
Oh, he said lots he's going to do, and he changes his mind from time to time. But
Damn, it's a big fucking count bid face. Hold on, this is really funny because Count Binface is more fucking consistent with what he's going to, or like with what he's going to do than the fucking other guy. Of course he is. Of course, that is so fucking funny that people have a legitimate reference to use now. That is awesome. I'm so glad.
So, anyway, are you going to save your deposit? Probably not.
Hey, gay man, I feel like shit. Oh, I'm sorry, Jade. What do you call it? I would say I hope you feel better, but me saying that is what? Do I make the Protogen head that can move via Gen AI? What? What do you mean? I don't even know how the hell you would do that, but you know, I mean, I'm so confused. What you mean, like Gen AI? How do you even do that with Gen AI? And that's again, do I make the Protogen head a body that can move via Gen AI? How the fuck would you even do that?
Vote for garbage or vote for the bin.
Yeah, exactly. Vote for garbage or vote for the bin that collects garbage. Vote for the garbage or vote for the bin. That is such a fucking good catchphrase. Gen AI that generates the movement via Isaac Sim, NVIDIA shit or not. I can't even give my opinion on that because I'm not even sure how the hell you would even do that.
I somehow went back in time.
Went back in time? How so? Oh my god.
Isaac Sim is some NVIDIA shit that allows clankers to just make simulations before they move. So they can, like, do the shit when they move.
So it's just... I mean...
I went back in time on a live stream.
I don't really know if I, what do I call it? I wouldn't know. I mean, as long as you ain't using it for art, that really, I guess, is fine. I guess. I don't really have any opinion on this. If you're using it, like, if it's a robot meant to do robotic things, then yeah, I guess that's fine. I don't know. Like I said, the main issue I have with Gen AI is the fact that people try to use it to be lazy, you know, with like by using fucking it for art and not like, you know. Also, damn, watching me at peak quality, you can really tell what's going on. That is kind of nuts. That is such a wild way to watch me. You know, good on you, I guess.
The Tories or the Lib Dems, that would be quite funny.
Let's see, hold on.
Anyway, are you going to save your deposit? Probably not.
No, in a word, but if I could beat the Tories
Gen AI is bad in
or
most
the
cases.
Lib Dems, that would be quite funny.
Yeah, I suppose they wouldn't find it.
I don't know what a tallest is. Also, you also have to say, when he's also saying Lib Dems, you have to remember they're
Can we make double bet for if he says blob?
you have to remember that I don't think I can add an additional prediction. I can only add one. I can only add one, so sorry. How about if he says blob or soap, you guys win. Alright. Got it. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's on my end. I don't know why it's why it's having such bad frame rate. I have no idea why. It was completely fine a few days ago, but it's probably because I'm using a worse cable. I didn't recognize that this cable was worse, but it is far, far worse than the other one. Especially right now. I am literally at 18,000 drop frames. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea why it's doing that. Anyway, yeah, I know. So, again, got what I was saying. Yeah, so, okay, I sent the docs in. Okay, I'm just not looking at that shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not looking at that kind of thing. It's like, I can't just bounce from thing to thing because my fucking thing is dropping a shitload of frames, and it's just fucking me up more. So, sorry, Kabeko. I bet.
What have I missed?
Bet they do. Discord ping. Sorry. Oh, did I not ping the Discord?
No, just make a separate prediction.
Sorry. Make a separate prediction? I can't. That's the problem is when I type in prediction, if somebody else can ping the Discord for me, that would be great, but I think it's been an hour. Yes, there's gambling. Don't worry, not the kind of gambling that you guys are thinking of. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, okay. I'm moving. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, fuck. I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Damn it! See, I lost it. Okay, how about if he says blob or if he says soap? Then yes, well, like you'll win. All right, that's what we'll count that as. Okay. Anyway, second off, yeah. So remember when he says Lib Dems, he like you have to remember liberals and Democrats are flipped. So Democrats here are Republicans and like liberal Democrats
I was literally watching one of
are
these cowboy films.
liberal Democrats are conservative Republicans over there. In the UK, it's flipped, right? So Democrats are Republicans and liberals are conservatives over there, right? It's the opposite. So, you know, at least identity wise, to be fair, technically, like everything's flipped on its head right now here, but you know what I mean. So it's flipped. So when he says that, it's different. So all right. Anyway,
Very funny though, would they?
That's the
How many votes do you think you're going to get?
Well, I'd be happy with one.
I'd be happy with what that is fair. To be honest, I do. It is kind of funny the fact that didn't he say that he was like? Did they say that? Did someone say that he was like winning or something, or like his like the prediction he's going to like he's been kind of winning in the prediction wise. When is their election? Hold on, let's see. Mayoral.
Yeah.
Election. Maker Field. Here, I'll look this up while he's continue
Do
talking.
you live in the constituency?
I do tonight.
Well, it sounds though you don't.
What do you?
No, of course not. I don't live here, no.
So why should I?
Well, a lot of candidates.
Oh my god, hell yeah. Hell yeah, asking the real questions. Do you live here? Well, not not tonight. It's like, do you live here? No. Well, then why should I? Fucking round of applause. Round of applause for this dude. God, what a fucking G. This guy is awesome. Fuck yeah. God damn it. This dude is this is the fucking this is amazing, dude. This is amazing. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. July 30th, 2026. Oh, wait. Wait, so did he win? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Is that like voting day? Hold on. What the fuck? What did you just use? That's a new sound. Hold on. Voting day. Maker Field. Let's see. July 30th. Yep. All right. Shit. That was voting day, I guess, for them, so it already happened. Ooh, okay. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. Maker Field live polls. Sure. Let's see. Election poll. Let's see who. Yeah, because there's only 2 people. So let's see what they have so far. Okay, I can't even stats. Let's see here. Where is he? Hold on. I need to get to Maker Field. God's way the fuck. CDFGHH. Here it is. Manchester Maker Field. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Wait, what's the guy's real name then? Labor, Reform, Conservative. Where is he? Wait, is he not here? Hold on.
Did you win?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm trying to look up. This is not the same people. Hold on. I looked up Maker Field, but this is different. Hold on. I'm genuinely trying to look at it because I'm like, Was that correct? Seats, polls. Wait, am I looking at the wrong thing? UK. Wait, am I stupid? He's not on. What is his real name? Hold on. Wait, do they have his real name? Is that a different guy? Hold on, let's see. I don't think he's never revealed his real name, has he? Binface. Manifesto. Oh my god. Binface. Did he have to? I'm gonna assume he had to use his real name, but I don't know. Let me see. Jonathan David Harvey. So he is. I'm looking. I don't think I'm looking at the right poll. I was trying to look for mayor. Hold on. Makerfield live polls mayor. Let's see here. Da-da. Okay, I was trying to see if I could find it, but what was his name? So his name is what again? Jonathan David Harvey. That's not the right one. Where is he? Nope. Oh, here it is. Count Binface. The Count Binface party. Wow. Let's see. 19th. No, he didn't win. Bummer. He didn't win. That sucks. Damn. Damn. Oh, people actually just voted for a guy that didn't even run. Wow. Okay. They ran for someone. This is a completely different. Okay, so they didn't vote for the other guy though. They voted for someone completely different. Because that's not the same dude. Hold on. That's a completely different guy. Hold on. Is that who I think it is? Hold on. This is crazy if that's the case. Hold on. Did they just like, did people just kind of just like not vote for him anyway? Or not vote for the other guy anyway? Yeah. Let's see. Let me see here. Robert Kenyon. Let's see. Is that the guy? No, that's not the guy. Yes, it is. Hold on. Yeah, he was going against some people didn't. Okay, the craziest thing is though, people still voted against like Robert Kenyon. Voted. Yeah, it had to be. There's no way. It had to be because I'm like, how the fuck? Like the other guys didn't even run. How did the like? Don't get me wrong. The bad person
Why did
didn't.
Binface win? He was the only other guy running, right?
Yeah, he was. So why the fuck did the other so the other guy didn't win either though. That's the weird thing. So the other guy didn't win and Count Binface didn't win, but a different guy won. How the fuck is that possible? How the fuck did that even happen? He didn't even like run for anything. Let's see. Hold on. Explains how England's $2 bus fare cap will be funded. Wow. Okay. Weird. People just voted for this other guy anyway. That's so strange. So,
Rigged.
yeah, that is kind of rigged, but like, I don't know. It's so bizarre because this guy also was like, hold on, let me see. I mean, the irony is, like, it wasn't the other guy though, to be fair, but it was a completely different person. And this person also, like, okay, yeah, this other guy just ended up fucking. This other guy has like other things though, apparently,
Replying to
that
Zen the Vigilante,
people
AKA, "Hey, Grandpa,
enjoy.
sidetracked, my cat ate my food."
There's other things that your cat. Oh,
He underpaid the other guy too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, the irony is this guy also like has like, I mean, he has like a policy where he's trying to like, yeah, this other guy has like a policy where he's like actually putting taxes on like ultra wealthy and putting a cap on like on rent and shit. Weird. That's so weird. So it's like, it's just odd because the other guy also has good policy. So, huh. That feels weird, right? Like, I wonder if people just voted, like, people voted for this other guy anyway, but he didn't even run. He
Replying
didn't,
to June 3 Bug 765. Hey Sregi got sidetracked, my cat ate my food. Fair enough.
yeah. I mean, the irony is he just ended up, like, not fucking, God, that's so strange. That's so strange. That is really, really strange. I'm just surprised he even fucking won. I'm surprised he even won. But like, how did he even do that? Like, is it, huh? How did he even win? That's what I'm kind of curious, because I'm like, he's not a part of that like he's not a part of like the ultra conservative right wing like extremist party. So I like if the other guy won, then I'll be like, yeah, that's kind of rigged. But this guy won, which is so weird.
I'm going to go. My body hates me today for whatever reason.
Yeah, he just straight up like weird. I mean, this other guy has like policies and shit that actually like make sense. So weird. He also apparently really loves running, like a lot. Weird. Damn. Well, shit, I guess. All right. Wow, that is interesting. That is very, very interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Why did stop playing that, please? Yeah, okay, weird. Huh. Oh my god. Stop. I'm gonna fucking destroy that thing if you do it again. I will cap it if you do that. Not gonna get me that time.
Babies be kicking nonstop, so God help me.
Babies be kicking nonstop. Oh god, yeah. Well, that is very fair. That is fair enough. You know, you do have two of them in you. Yeah, that is crazy though. So, yeah, people just voted for a different guy anyway. That's so weird. Like, this guy literally dropped out too. Like, it literally, like, the other guy, like, so I also figured out the other guy's name. So apparently, so Robert Kenyon was the guy he went against, right? Count Binface went against Robert Kenyon, right? So then, but Andy Burnham is the other person that I guess like all these other people dropped out, but Andy Burnham won anyway. Oh yeah, I bet.
3 bugs 765. Babies be kicking nonstop, so God help me. They want out.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did expect that. You know what's really funny? He beat every other. Oh my god, what the fuck? There was two. Hold on. Wait, there were 3 different fucking parties that were just like, that were troll parties. There's the Count Binface party. Then there's the Monster Raving Lunacy party. That is really wild. There's the Monster Raving Lunacy party, which is even more funny. And then there's the Convention party. I don't know if Convention is something different, though. That might be something different.
Color.
What's up? Sorry, am I going off too much? There's also just the Climate party. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that. So the dude just fucking won. Weird. Like, so just a different dude won it entirely. Huh.
Do I make that Prado again head into a MFPC by cramming a micro ATX board in there?
I wonder if maybe Andy Burnham, like, I wonder if they just put everybody, do I make that Protogen head into an MFPC by cramming a micro ATX board in there? Sure. I don't know. Up to you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the other guy just like, you know, went back into the race like after he realized that. Maybe he just went back into the race like after he realized that Count Binface was the only person facing the other guy. So I wonder if that's maybe just what happened. I don't know, because it seems like that had to happen. He also fucking, like, the other guy also fucking destroyed, like, Robert Kenyon. So, weird. Yeah, he fucking destroyed Kenyon. Holy shit. Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate, but Count Binface got quite a bit of, like, votes, though. He's 3rd place. But I think because everybody else fucking, like, think it's because of everybody else fucking dropped out. That's why. And like people voted for them anyway, which is so weird. It's so weird. Like I don't get it. Because to be fair, I guess if you drop out of the race, you don't just get your stuff off of the ballot. So maybe people just didn't know. I don't know, maybe people like knew, but they just like voted for a different guy anyway. That is so strange. That is so strange. It's such a weirdly like, I don't know. That's such an odd thing. Like a guy that didn't even like, a guy that just was like, you know what, fuck it, all right, hands off, see you later. Hey, you have to face Count Binface now. Congratulations. I don't know, and maybe one of them, maybe the
He was
actual,
our bet now.
yeah. Well, he didn't say soap or or blob, did he? What?
Candidates like to boast that they're local. I suppose they wouldn't find it very funny, though, would they? How many votes do you think you're going to get?
Well, I'd be happy with one.
Do you live in the constituency?
I do tonight.
Well, it sounds as though you don't.
What do you?
No, of course not. I don't live here, no.
So
Yeah.
why should I?
Well, a lot of candidates like to boast that they're local. You're obviously not too concerned about that.
Well, I'm looking at the putative Prime Minister Nigel Farage. He spends more time in America than in Clacton. So why should...
You don't think Mr. Burnham's the putative Prime Minister, then?
Well, they both putari putatas, that they will be the next PM. But I think at least Andy feels like he's slightly local to the area. But that's something. If I was to win...
He used to be the MP for Leeds.
Okay, so that's the guy that won. So I wonder if
Not
maybe
very far from here.
Exactly. If I win, I swear...
That's not going to happen.
Well, exactly. So I'm going to say, I swear...
what would have been funny is if he actually did win. But I mean, like, yeah, it is so weird though. So like, I guess I don't know. I guess just a different guy didn't. I guess just like never dropped out. I mean, or maybe he dropped out, but maybe he just like didn't fucking realize that he was just gonna get voted for anyway.
to make
I don't
the
know.
field if I win.
He lost.
All right. I'm sure they'll all
He lost? No. Well, yeah, Count Binface lost, but he didn't lose to the guy that he was trying to go against. The guy that he was trying to go against was a person named, let's see, Robert Kenyon. That's who he was trying to go against. But I guess someone else just like was running against Robert Kenyon anyway, or like went back in the race and I guess ran against Robert Kenyon anyway and just like swooped in and just took in the votes. And I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair enough. I mean, shit, because people didn't want to vote for Robert Kenyon, so Count Binface probably would have won. That's the irony. I think it's just Count Binface would have won if this other guy just didn't try to. I think the other guy was just running for re-election, maybe, and he just was there. So I don't know. I guess they didn't really have too many options. They had the main guy, or they had the guy that was already there, or the guy that was like in power already, the person that was going to make things worse, or Count Binface. You have three people, that's it. And you have a troll, someone that's I guess serious about it, and then just like a fucking
Achieved his goal if you think about it.
yeah, he did. He did technically achieve his goal. He literally took away, what do you call it? I guess, yeah, to be fair, I guess he achieved his,
Okay, bye. Take care, fellas.
I guess Count Binface did exactly what he was supposed to. He was just trying to bring awareness that, that's like, hey, or I guess, I don't know, I guess they did achieve their goal because they're like, hey, whoa, hold on, we're all dropping out. And maybe one of them just was like, all right, we'll just all come together, put in our votes to have our voters come in together and compete against the ultra right-wing conservative, the fucking, the Trump clone, let's be honest. I mean, I just don't think people want another Trump. So it is kind of fair enough that he just ended up I think it is fair enough that that people were just did a counter to this other guy. So, it would have been really funny if Count Binface won, but I don't know. I think it would have been I think they should have stuck to their guns and been okay, guess what? We're gonna just make you all run again. We're gonna have cause let's see. If Count Binface was the only one left, he would have won with 25,000 votes. Like that's how many people would have voted for him if everybody else like actually stuck to their guns. That's crazy to think about compared to the
You know he'll come back
15,000.
if other guy comes back.
Let's see, you know he will come back if the other guy comes back? What, Count Binface? Probably. I mean, think about it. Yeah, he probably will, let's be honest. It's just really funny that, like, it's really funny that everybody else... I just think it's really smart that all the other politicians were like, you know, fuck it, like, all eggs in one basket, go, you know? And then they reversed it a little bit, and we're like, okay, how about just one guy? They pulled themselves away, they had one person, they put all their faith into one person, and it worked out. So, I mean, I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I think it just would have been funny if Count Binface just won, but, I don't know. Let's be honest. I think the main thing that the other people were thinking was just mainly because it was like, okay, yes, it would be funny if Count Binface won, but to be fair, the other guy that won, or the guy that actually won, was like, okay, I'm gonna put like a, not the bad politician, but the guy that actually won is like, okay, I'm gonna put like a rent freeze. I'm gonna make bus fare affordable. Like, I'm gonna make bus fare free. I'm gonna make I'm gonna like focus on infrastructure more. I'm gonna make sure that make cities more walkable, even though they're already walkable. But I'm gonna like make sure things are just a little bit more affordable. This other guy doesn't like the fact that like they're involved in the Middle Eastern war. They don't like the fact that US bases, because I mean we have a US base like in the UK. The other guy doesn't approve like the what do I call it? Like not the fucking Nazi dude, but the other guy. Sorry, Bikes and Tracks. You got to give me a moment. Patience with the dealer. The other guy has to how you say, yeah, the other guy basically doesn't like the fact that the US sent like a B2 that's carrying a fucking nuke to the Middle East, And yes, that's actually happening. It's not great. So it's like, it's the other guy does have a pretty solid reason to win. It is just interesting because I don't to be fair, we're in World War III right now, and we might need somebody that actually can handle World War III. So, and not and I just I don't I'm not going to lie, Count Binface might have been funny, but to be fair, I do get the reason why they probably pulled back in their other guy, because they want to make sure that there's someone that can handle something like that, because Count Binface probably won't know how to handle a war. We're in World War III. That's just what's happening right now. So we gotta, we need people that are actually genuinely going to be able to not make shit worse, especially with our country having the literal bad guys. We have the worst guys as our, we have, the worst people in our leadership in the US, and we kind of need people to kind of counterbalance our terrible leaders. So.
We'll be delighted. Well, I'm sure there's other people who want to interview you. Thank you for talking to Sky News.
It's my pleasure. Well interviewed. Well done.
All the people laughing.
Hello. Some Manchester Evening News. That's a proper journalist.
Well, Anna, I think
He looks so done with his life. He's like, God, what the fuck? Why am I doing this? I'm like, shut up, dude. Just have some fun. The other person's laughing, but he's like, oh God, God, this is such a serious race. God, why is a guy in a costume? Why is a guy in a Comic-Con costume? Why is he running for politician? Because it's funny. Jesus Christ, man. Fucking have some fun. God damn. This guy's all fucking bitchy. Shut up, dude. Sorry, he's all bitchy.
I got the short straw there.
Got a crowd of people watching that. I mean, people were filming you interviewing Count Binface, and I'm afraid for me, you've lost your by-election king crown because you didn't know who he was, and everybody knows who Count Binface is.
Oh, okay. So this guy just had no idea who this other guy was. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I mean, I also don't, social media kind of sucks the life out of you. So I get why this guy doesn't understand, but at the same time, it's a guy in a garbage can costume, and it's funny. Like, I'm sorry, I find it really fun. I find it really wild that this guy's like all pissy because he had to interview, like, because he interviewed like a guy in a fucking costume. Like, you're in politics, man. Just like fucking, like, I guarantee it's fucking stressful to like do all this like to interview all these fucking people all the time that will gladly like throw you under the bus anytime. At the very least, this time you get to just have some fun. Like, you don't have to like focus too much on like being serious about this guy. And he's all like pissy about it. I'm like, just fucking Christ, man. It's like, just smile a little
Let's
bit.
be honest about it, but he's still there. He won't leave you now. Of course, I don't live in the area. Was the mantle? Go on, John.
Yeah. I was going to
think he's
say,
gone.
I
Is
don't
he
normally
gone?
interview those sort of candidates, but I think
What does he mean? He doesn't. I don't interview those sort of candidates because he's. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you not like fun? I get it. It's serious, but at the same time, it's fun. Like, what's wrong with it? It's like, oh yeah, because you're really like, congratulations, you're hydrated. How do you feel, Bikes and Trikes? He was gonna put you on a unicycle, by the way, if you violated the cyclist law, Bikes and Trikes. So just, get that. No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's you that's you hydrating yourself. I don't have to drink water. I've been drinking water in between all these, but that's you hydrating, not me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been drinking water in between, so I'm okay. How do I say it? Yeah, no, genuinely, I don't know. It's just so strange. So strange, like, these guys, like, just kind of have the worst fucking, or they just, like, really hate all this shit, and I'm like, why? Why are you so angry? You don't have to be so serious all the time, okay? I'll review these candidates, my ass. Oh, I typically don't review these candidates. Oh, yeah? Who do you interview, or who do you review, then? Like, just assholes? I only interview serious candidates. Shut up, dude. Like, oh, I'm sorry, is being, like, a part of this fucking 24/7...
Points.
Is being a part of this 24/7 broadcast, like, is it really like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, because you guys have so much to talk about all the time and don't repeat the same 7 things. I'm sorry to say this, not sorry to say this, but fucking, news stations typically repeat the same news stories like 20 million times over. So it's like the fact that he's like all pissy because he had to repeat the same thing once is so stupid. I think, or the fact that he's all pissy that he's not, that he's having to do something, or he's doing something that's just a lot more chill, is just stupid. I
10
think
million points.
he's just annoyed. Or I think he's annoyed for the wrong reason. I don't know. 10 million points. I can't just give you guys points. There's not really a way for me to do that. If I could just hand you guys points, I would, but there's no way for me to do that. Yeah, Womp Womp is right. This guy's a buzzkill. I don't know. Whatever.
I think you bullied me into doing that.
To be fair, he's probably also working super long shifts. I'm not gonna say that, this job isn't annoying and draining, but for the love of God, like, it's one of the very few things that you get to just calm down and not have to, like, remember lines for, or have to, like, do serious shit for just like 2 seconds.
Anyway, I'm going to hand back to you now, Anna. You can continue.
You had a crowd around you.
Your feisty twosome.
The serious stuff.
Oh shit, all those people are, oh my god, all those people were like just were around him because of that. I didn't even realize all the people around him were not even like were not like people that were originally there. It was just a bunch of people surrounded this guy first. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. They surrounded this news reporter while they were interviewing Cal Binface. That's really funny. That really shows this guy's popularity. Holy shit.
I know. Yes, we'll speak to you later. John Craig, thanks very much indeed. So the news from both the SNP and indeed...
Yeah. All right, yeah. Well, that was interesting. Well, he didn't say soap or blob, so you guys lost. Or whoever.
Yesterday, you may remember,
Whoops.
we reported on Nigel
Whoops.
Farage's
Whoops.
decision to
Whoops.
resign his
How do
seat
I-
at Clacton-on-Sea
how do I-
to trigger a
There we go. Okay. Anyway, vote for the bin, not for the trash. That is really funny. Hell yeah. Okay, anyway, alright. So he didn't say blob or soap, so we're going to, how do you say it? We're going to move to that. Prediction, enter. Alright, he did not say blob or soap, so, So no. No, he did not. Congratulations to whoever gambled points. Oh, that pussy tastes nice. Bet it does. I would not know. Alright, well, anyways.
It's like the Orange Man bets TT.
It's like the Orange Man bets. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's like, to be fair, it's just genuinely like, or fucking. Yeah.
yesterday.
It is very interesting though. I don't know. That was just quite an interesting thing. I don't really know how to really describe it, but it was quite a good thing to see that this man, the Count Binface, win. He got a lot of votes. He got a lot of votes though before that other guy like started running though. Yeah, like Count Binface, I think got like I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but he got like fucking 300 votes or some shit like that. It was fucking kind of wild. I'm just kind of surprised. I wonder if he just stayed in, he would have gotten like all of the like thousands of votes. I'm very, very curious. Genuinely, I'm curious if he actually would have won. Or like, I don't know. I mean, he probably would have. Let's be honest, because because you have to remember the other guy, you have to remember that fucking, you have to remember the other guy, that ran would have the other guy still underperformed or didn't get as many votes. So it's kind of crazy that it is kind of crazy that if people just actually voted for Binface, he would have actually won. Oh no, why'd you break my present? It's not my birthday anymore anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'm very, very curious. But we'll never know, I guess. What the fuck? What was the fucking Game Boy Color sound effect? Or the Game Boy SP? The hell? Those are some wild sound effects. I don't know. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I don't know. Who knows? He didn't win, so oh well. He didn't win, so it is what it is. So is what it is.
What program is that anyway? Shocked.
Program is it? Adobe Animate. The worst one, probably, to be honest. It's the one that's from the greediest company. And if they ever go bankrupt, then people will be able to just genuinely how you say it? We'll be able to just how you say it, never have to worry about them trying to destroy us ever again. Or try to gatekeep fucking art ever again. To be fair, there's a bunch of programs that are much better than this one, but I just use it because I'm familiar with it. So
I think Adobe Animate shut down.
it did not. They reversed it because everybody was pissed. Adobe Animate was going to shut down, but then they but then they reversed it because every fucking person ever because you have to recognize so many animators use Adobe Animate and they were gonna say, "Oh yeah, well we're not gonna support it anymore." So then, what do you call it? So then basically every animator that exists went like, go fuck yourself, and like a shitload of pirates were finding ways to make it localized, so you could just use Adobe Animate whenever. And Adobe Animate was like, "Oh, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Yeah, well, we're definitely not gonna get rid of Adobe Animate. We were just kidding. We're not gonna make a program that's only generative AI, you know? We're not gonna make a generative AI focused program. That's silly. Why would we do that?" And then they had to back up because there was way too many people pissed. There were so many people really pissed at them. So there was a lot of people that were really fucking pissed. So genuinely. So yeah. It was interesting. But yeah, like Adobe Animate, I don't know. Hold on. If Adobe Animate like goes down forever, hold on. If Adobe Animate is no longer supported, and it still be used. I'm genuinely curious, like, if it's possible, if pirates can even, like, you know, make it possible, like, make it local or something. Yes, Adobe Animate can still be used. Following the user backlash, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Okay, what if it were to be removed, though? What if it were to stop being supported? People could probably pirate it, right? I'm genuinely curious, because, like, if it just goes, if they just stop supporting it, let's see. Let's find out. If Adobe Animate were to stop being supported entirely, reaching its end of life, which is EOL, which does happen with some projects, let's see. The software would still function on your computer, but with significant limitations and risks. Limitations and risks like what? Continued use. The application does not shut down automatically. If it installed, it remains usable indefinitely for creating and editing animations. Offline access. You can work offline, but Creative Cloud licensing typically requires an internet connection. See, and that's the thing. So pirates can just outdo that licensing.
Okay, yeah, I'm not making that Prado again head PCIe
Creative Cloud typically,
probably crush the actual board.
let's see. Creative Cloud licensing typically requires internet connection to validate the subscription every 30 to 99 days. Yep, that makes sense, depending on your plan. Without periodic online validation, that software will eventually lock you out. Interesting. So, most critical risk is the cessation of security patches. As operating systems and web standards evolve, unsupported software becomes a target for exploits and may eventually fail to run on future OS updates. Interesting. Future operating upgrades. New versions of Windows or Mac OS may break the software, causing crashes, preventing it from launching entirely. Interesting. So it's more... The more that Windows updates itself, the less it will get, the less it will work.
But wait, what about a Prado again head monitor? Like, all to stop using a Thomson TV as one monitor.
That sounds bonkers, and I would not recommend that. Cloud-based features, let's see. Okay, library syncing, blah, 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 blah. No need to worry about cloud. While local FLA files remain on your hard drive, Adobe warns that access to project data stored on their servers could be lost after the support window closes. Okay. Professional pipelines, relying specific Animate features would need to migrate to alternatives like Toon Boom, Harmony, Blender. Okay. So, export dependency. Users are often advised to export final assets to universal formats to ensure long-term accessibility. Interesting. Like, let's see. Can pirates make it possible to use
Oh, all right, I won't.
ever?
Guess I'm saving for a mini ID export or something. I don't know.
So-
Only time will tell.
So,
I really want to replace my Esprimo P720 FRFR.
yeah, but not with a Protogen head, as that would not be very useful. Bypass licensing checks to allow indefinite offline use. Doing so introduces severe security. Okay, cool. So let's see. Offline functionality. Cracked versions typically modify the software to block communication, blah, 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 effectively allowing the program to run indefinitely without internet validation. Oh, interesting. So, fragility, let's see. These modifications are unstable. Operating systems often break the crack, causing the software to stop working unexpectedly, unlike maintenance mode version. Okay. Let's see. Operating system updates often break. So weird. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Wow, that's a hell of a number. In 2026, malware attacks targeting creative professionals via Adobe software surged by 300%. Holy shit. Holy 300% increase in people trying to steal creatives, like, trying to steal creative shit. That is crazy.
Take care, dog.
I should enable coins for sounds. There is coins for sounds. What are you talking about? All the sounds you can use are free. What are you talking about? All the sounds you can use are free. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, genuinely. Yeah, so basically, the answer is yes, you can use it indefinitely, but it is very funny because it also means that you have, like, a higher chance of, like, that apparently people are literally targeting creatives now. That's fucked, dude. That's fucked. Hacking increased because of fucking, like, genuinely. God, you know, if I'm gonna,
My rainbow is 150
you know,
STT.
my tie rainbow is 150 bits. Your tie rainbow? What tie rainbow? But the rainbow is 150 bits? What do you mean the rainbow is 150 bits? Shouldn't be. Oh, no, that's the one that fucking, like, screams at the top of its lungs and fucking, like, and destroys my ears, I think. That's the one where it goes like, ah! And then, like, destroys my fucking ears. That one's bits for a reason, I think. Yeah, but, yeah, I mean, yeah, so, yeah, God, fucking, fucking, God, dude,
Can you make me mod for 5 seconds, trust?
mod for 5 seconds? No. Not gonna happen. Sorry. Sorry, there's only very few people I trust with mod, and that is not you. I am sorry. There's very few people I trust with mod. So, you know, not saying that a lot of y'all aren't trustworthy, but, like, you know, there's very few people that have proven that they're not going to be, like, you know, that they're not going to be a problem.
No, it's just beans TT.
Just beans? What's beans? What's just beans? Beans, beans, beans. Beans, 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 beans. Okay. Anyway. Boink. Oh, excuse me. Phew.
Beans, 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 beans.
Beans, 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 beans. Beans, 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 beans. I really should get rid of that one though, because that is an AI song, and I should get rid of it and replace it with, like, my own version. But, like, I'm just really fucking lazy. The only reason why I did that was because I didn't fucking know the impact that making AI music does. It's the fucking problem, you know? I didn't fucking realize that I was, you know, destroying, like, fucking sucking up shitloads of water by fucking putting, you know, I didn't realize I was sucking up, like, shitloads of water by fucking having that exist. So I need to get rid of it, to be honest. But I just haven't really found an I just need to get, like, make an alternative. The only fucking problem is I also have to, like, take time. Like, I'm already editing a video. Then I have to fucking, like, you know, I'm already editing a video. And then I'm also doing this drawing. And then I also have to, like, so then that also means I would have to do music at one point. Like, and I have the program for it. I need to make my own song now and just do my own Bean song. But, like, it
If
just...
anything, I might be the most untrustworthy person here.
Untrustworthy person here? I mean, there's a lot of anything I might... I mean, probably, let's be honest, but that doesn't really mean anything because, to be honest, you're probably more trustworthy than 90% of other people's chats. But, you know. But still, you know. It's nothing against you personally. It's just genuinely I don't want to have, what do you call it? It's just genuinely I just don't know exactly who to trust and who not to trust with it. Because, like, having mod is a pretty important thing. So, is fairly important, and I still don't know what the hell VIP does. All I kind of know is that it just, like, that just says to people that you're special somehow, and I don't remember exactly what it does. It lets people do certain things, but, like, very limited things, and I just cannot remember, like, for the life of me. I think it, like, doesn't limit VIPs or something. I don't remember. Like, I think if I put the thing in emote only mode, like moderators and what do you call it? Like, moderators and VIPs can still do whatever they want, like, or still say whatever they want. Or they can still speak. So, I don't know. I don't really put my shit in emote only mode though, unless I get fucking raided apparently, because apparently that shit happens, like bot raids and shit. So, and I have to, like, go to the fucking stupid I have to go to the Sully Gnome thing, I think, to remove it. Hold on. Twitch bot or Twitch follower remover. Can't remember. Follower remover.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh? Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da-do. Commander root, that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, and I have to, like, I have to go to the stupid fucking,
You can make bets with mod.
You can make bets with mod? I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know if Super Shafts is here, but he doesn't really like gambling all that much. He hates when I do that shit. Yeah, like, whoops. Yeah, so,
Melatonin with Harrison Street.
Melatonin with Harrison Street. What? What does that even mean? Yeah, like, what the fuck? Jade's an affiliate? Why is Jade an affiliate? Hold on. Jade, why are you an affiliate? Hold on. What the hell? Oh, that's a recent follow. Okay, that's not the same Jade. That's a completely different Jade. Okay. I was like, the hell? Why is this person an affiliate? So that's why. Alright. We got 9 minutes left. I should probably raid somebody, like, you know, tonight, because I keep forgetting to raid people, but I just typically don't, so. Oh, congrats, you feel hydrated. Congrats, you're hydrated. How do you feel? I do need to raid people more often, though, to be honest. I just don't like collaborating with, like, other creators, because they always go like, oh, you should raid other people because you can collaborate with people. I'm like,
I love hydrating.
uh-oh. Hello? Am I back? What the hell just happened?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird. That was strange. Anyway. Alright. Anywho. Alright. Yeah. Do need to
Where's the
take a...
Discord?
Where's the Discord? I would have to send it manually. Usually I don't have, like, what do I call it? Usually I only send them by live chats. So, So I will give you that. One sec, hold on. Oh, right, I forget, I can't even fucking load Discord right now. I think, hold on, let me see if I can load Discord. It's probably gonna crash if I do this, but let's see here. Oh, also, are people able to... Ooh, nobody really helped me out with that, okay. There we go, okay. Let's see, I'll put one use for 6 hours, and then give you the water droplet roll, and generate new link, and copy. Perfect. And we will put this in the Twitch. I just have to be really careful when I move to Twitch because, like, it will just try to, like, fucking kick me back out. There we go. Alright. There you go, there's the Discord. I should make Super Shafts a mod on Discord, to be honest. Hold on, where is Super Shafts? Yeah, Super Horse. Let's see, I should make Super Horse a mod. Hold on. Oh, I did make him a mod. Cool, cool. Yeah, I don't know anybody else I can make a mod right now. People that, like, that I see a lot, I want to make the mods because they're, you know, because they kind of won't do that much wrong, so... I have fucking 5 minutes before I have to, like, leave, but I also gotta take a piss, like, really badly, so I'm gonna take a piss, and then I will, you know, I should just end stream, to be honest. I'm gonna be back in, like, 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to end stream, so, you know what? I'm gonna end stream 5 minutes early, I'm sorry. I apologize, I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna have to, so good night, y'all.